Hi, hello, and good morning. We are about to get dashing. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Jackie. I normally make car camping vlog style videos for my channel, but I wanted to make some DoorDash with me videos because I have recently started back DoorDashing, and these are the videos that I watched pretty much nonstop to learn DoorDash, and I also just enjoyed watching them. It sounds really weird, but I would just watch them and I thought they were really fun. So I figured I would make one of my own because we're gonna be DoorDashing pretty much all day today. I went ahead and scheduled a dash, which you can do, which I recommend if you are in an area where there's a lot of dashers, because otherwise it's going to fill up and you won't be able to dash. So hot tip. You're already getting your money's worth out of this video. But yes, it's 11:46. I scheduled my dash from 12 p.m. till 9 p.m. and that's just kind of a rough estimate. I have a goal in mind. I would like to make at least $100 today, which I know we can. Let's get started. But before we get started, I have a few more tips for just before you even start the day dashing. Make sure you set yourself up for success, meaning get everything lined up, because for me, once I start dashing, I don't really stop. Like, I pretty much have my goal in mind and I go, and I only stop to walk my dog, which is with me right now, and tinkle, and if I need a snack. I do keep snacks on hand. I just ate breakfast. I have my coffee, so I'm getting all jacked up. Simple things like that will really slow you down throughout the day. So I just recommend, you know, like I have my SPF on. I'm gonna be outside all day. I have a hat if I need it. I have snacks for later. I have a book to read if it gets slow. Things like that, just really kind of thinking about your day. It will save you time and keep you more organized, because DoorDashing can be, I would say, it can leave you a little scatterbrained, you know, because you're just all over town. The orders come in quick if it's busy, and you just gotta have your stuff together if you want to make that money, honey. And I do. Also have plenty of fluids on hand because you will get dehydrated throughout the day. I'm in an area where it's not very hot, but Godspeed to you if you are in an area like the South, for instance, DoorDashing. Yeah, definitely keep fluids on hand. Hydrate yourself. I usually will get one drink throughout the day that has electrolytes just to balance myself out. Even if you're not actively like sweating still. I have a few more minutes. I'm gonna drink my coffee and then we will start dashing. All right, and this is what I'm talking about, setting yourself up for success. We want a full tank. That way we are good to go.
Offer accepted. We'll add it to your route.
Okay guys, we just got our first order. So it's at McDonald's and it was a high paying offer, which we love those. That means it's just high paying, the person tipped really well, and that it's also super close. It's only like a mile away. So that is awesome. And it just hit noon. So we got our first order right as soon as we started. So that is good. We just got our first order. Let's go deliver this to Miss Dana. She had some specific instructions to put it right between these two buildings, so that's what we're doing. Oh, make sure that's sealed up tight. Ensure no tampering. I have currently pulled into a hotspot location. That just means where the most orders are happening, where it's popping, you know. I am gonna chill for a minute until I get another order. Like I said, I keep a book on hand. Frida McFadden, usually. This one is Do Not Disturb. I am only 56 pages in, but it's so good. All her stuff is so good. If you like psychological thrillers, you will love her. So I'm just gonna read, hydrate. Another tip I didn't mention earlier is if you are going to be DoorDashing with your dog in the car, get them all taken care of before you get started. Like I said, set yourself up for success. So before I even start for the day, my dog has been walked, fed, had a treat, and had her water. So that way she's good. That's why you hear her snoring right now. She also had her CBD. So she's just chill, you know, because yeah, if you are traveling or if you are door dashing with your dog, it can be a big distraction, you know, if they're not settled, you know, because chances are it's probably going to make them a little anxious going in and out of the car constantly. That's something to keep in mind. My pup, she's very chill. She's 15, and like I said, I give her CBD every morning. So, you know, I just try to make her as comfortable as possible. And yesterday she pretty much slept like through most of my orders. So just depends, but you know your pet, so prepare accordingly. Also, I forgot to mention, I did get a couple of orders after I delivered that one, order offers, but they sucked, so I turned them down. So yeah, you'll just have to determine your own standards. For me, I like to stay close. I'll pretty much turn down most offers that go out too far or that just aren't paying very much. Like literally, the last offer that came in was for $2.15 for 8.3 miles. So not only did the person not tip at all, which, I mean, you know, that happens, but the DoorDash base pay for that is $2.15 for 8 miles. Like, gas in this town where I'm at is $5.50 a gallon right now for the cheapest, which is what I get. Like, so, you know, you get to have your standards, whatever is priority to you, but obviously you want to be making money and keeping gas cost in mind, because DoorDash does not cover gas, you know. So, and also, you know, if you're taking higher mileage orders, then that puts you out further, typically away from a hot spot, you know, depending. Then your commute back is basically, you know, you just have to eat that. And you're putting more miles on your car. So, things to think about. Shopping order for Safeway, which I'm actually in the Safeway parking lot. It's $5 for 1 mile. And let's see what the items are. 2 items, chicken and vegetable steamed dumplings, and some juice. Yeah, we can handle that. We're already here. It's not like super high paying, but it's also very close, so. Goodness, I've never seen Safeway that busy. It was insane. Anyways, on top of the order we went in for, we got another order while we were in there. That happens sometimes if you're already at a location. It's going to ask you if you want to take an extra offer, and it was a good one. It was like less than a mile delivery, just 3 items. And I think it was like 6 something. I don't even know. It was chaos, and I just accepted. It was a good offer though. So let's go get these delivered. This is a delivery to the YMCA, and they want it handed to them directly. Second drop off. It's at a facility, and they said leave it on the chair outside. All right, we're taking just a little break to give this one a walk. And right now I'm at $18 that I've made, and it's been 1 hour. We started at 12, it's now 1. And so that's pretty typical for me. I would say I average $18 to $20 an hour. All right, we just got an order for Koto Teriyaki, high paying. It was like $6.80 for about 1 mile. So yes, please. Okay, so we just completed that order, and on that order I had an issue with the GPS because, and this happens every now and then, not too often, but the GPS location that it takes you to is not, and in this case it wasn't even close at all. Sometimes it'll take you to a location and you're like, you know, right in the area, and it can't recognize like a fence or something. I had that happen the other day. It took me to the location, but there was a fence, and they were actually on the other side of that fence, and so I ended up having to go all the way around. In that case, I always call the customer to help with directions. They didn't answer, and so whenever that happens, I always use my Apple Maps, because This is, I guess, Google Maps that DoorDash uses, but whenever I used Apple Maps, it did take me right to the location. So sometimes, you know, somebody's just marked it as the wrong area. And in that case, whenever you get there and you're going to deliver it, it's going to say you are not at the right location, like what's going on. And it gives you an option that says GPS location provided is incorrect. And you just click on that and it goes through. Every now and then you might have to call customer support because it won't let you mark the order because it's like way too far, or it's a big order, or something more suspicious, I guess, about it. That happened to me yesterday. A girl changed the location that she wanted it dropped off at the very last minute. And so I guess that looked suspicious, and so I did have to message with support and got it taken care of. But just a heads up, that happens. Not too often though. Alright guys, just a little check-in. It is now 2:46 p.m. It's been slow for a while, which makes sense. You know, it's the middle of the day and the lunch hour was busy, but it always slows down after lunch and before dinner. I have received several offers, but they've just all been stuff that I didn't want to do. So right now I'm just going to take a little lunch break and I need to tinkle, so I'm gonna run inside Safeway and grab something to eat and use the loo. All right, I just went for one of my favorite easy go-to meals, especially if you're living in your car, veggie dogs. I got some spicy dill pickle chips and a
This offer timed out and was declined.
Oops.
Looking for your next one.
It was a crappy offer, don't worry guys. And a dragon fruit organic lemon water drink. And I already have bread on hand because I live in my car. So I'm just gonna make myself some veggie dogs and relax until we get a good order. It is $6.50 for 2.2 miles and it's gonna be at Walgreens for 3 items, which includes Diet Coke, ginger ale, and A&W. So that's very easy. Accept. Alright guys, sorry I completely forgot to film picking up that order, and then whenever I got to the drop-off spot, the guy actually met me out there, so I couldn't record any of that. So sorry, but we are at our next pickup. It is Jose's Famous Salsa House. So it's just a couple of items and it was close by and well paying, so yes. And we arrived at store, so let's go grab this. This way. We are back at McDonald's. I just got a high paying order, $6 for like 1.2 miles. So let's go grab that. Okay. That one took a little while. Usually McDonald's is super fast, but that took a while, but that's okay. Just went ahead and used the restroom and stole some napkins from them. So perfect. Smells like weed. Someone's got the munchies. Okay, I literally just dropped this order off and we got 2 more from McDonald's and it was a high paying offer. I swear McDonald's has the most high paying offers and I'm not sure why. Yeah, I'm not gonna question it too much. This is 2 orders, total of 2.9 miles, and it was like over $10. So, cha-ching. All right, let's nestle you safely. Okay. Oh, don't mind the mess. I just live in my car is all. The other one, these things are popping off today. I don't want the customer to think it's been tampered with in any way. Like that a little baby stole some French fries or something. But she definitely would. Okay, so this is a drop-off for a Ross. think we can handle this. Accept.
Offer accepted. We'll add it to your route.
The queen. That was fast. I think it's just some dilly bars. I don't know. But this is one of the frustrating things because why on earth would they have me pick up? I'm a mess. You know what? It's hard to film this and DoorDash, guys. Why would they have me pick up somebody's food and then go grocery shop for somebody else? And you can't change the order. Like, that's the frustrating thing. So, yeah, it's gonna happen. Okay, so because this is ice cream, I don't want it to melt while I'm shopping. So I do have a bag. This isn't from DoorDash. Actually, it was so sweet. A customer gave me this, a DoorDash customer. She used to DoorDash, and yeah, she said she had an extra one. So we're at Safeway now. Let's go get these groceries done. Sonic speed. Okay. Sure. 3 of them.
$3.99. If you have your club card, please scan it now. $3.99. $3.99.
Oh my gosh, you guys, that was like a worst case scenario. So literally get up to the self-checkout, scan all my stuff, and the app freezed. And like freeze to the point that I stood there for several minutes. I had to have my order voided and then step to the side, delete the app, and re-upload the app. And namaste. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff that can happen. But let's get this ice cream delivered. All right, I just dropped off to a nurse here her dilly bars. Hopefully she enjoys and they're not too melted. Ooh, this lighting. All right, it is 6:01 p.m. and for some reason it's like dead. I don't know why, because it's Friday. It should be popping. Weird, but that's the thing with DoorDash. You just never know. But right now we've had some chill time. I went to Walmart and picked up a prescription, and I also need to make time to do something else very important. I love you. All right, now that that's taken care of, I think I'm just going to read for a little bit. Wait for an order to come in. It feels really nice right now, so we don't need the AC anymore. It's cooling down, which is good. Save money on gas. $30, 10 miles, which is far, but for that, you know, money. Petco, 3 items. Retail pickup means they'll already have it ready. All you do is pick up. Shop for items, obviously I would be shopping. Let's see what items. Chick-fil-A sauce, bell pepper, corn dogs, broccoli, gold meat. Yeah, we can handle this. We got this, guys.
Offer accepted. We'll add it to your route.
Guys, there's no way I'm going to be able to film all of this because it's a lot of items, so I have to concentrate. But the time is 6:10 right now, so I want to kind of see how long it takes me. I will check in whenever I am done. Y'all, I just murdered that order. Oh my gosh, it took me 10 minutes to get like 15 items and half of them were produce. So it takes longer, you know? Oh my gosh. You really get your workout in with this job too. So that's a plus. Okay, the other half of our order is at Petco and it's already ready, so we just have to grab it. I'm a one-trip gal. Always. That's the one downside to living in your car and doing DoorDash is there's limited space in your car. I don't know what is going on with DoorDash today, but that one was nowhere near the GPS location that they had. It was like literally a mile further. It's crazy. And I parked way back here because I didn't think I'd be able to get out, and I'm glad I did because there wasn't a turnaround. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta hoof it or take your chances of there not being a turnaround and having a very uncomfortable moment trying to get out of someone's driveway. All right guys, so we are at $94 right now. That order was awesome. It was $30 and it took me 50 minutes from start to getting back to exactly where I was before. That was awesome. So yeah, that bounced us from 63 to 93 and change. So really, I'm just gonna do one more order until we meet our goal of $100. I'm just gonna film one more order, and then I'll probably do a few more, and then I'll just check in at the end of the day when we're all done, and I'll let you know how many orders I did and how much money we made. Paying offer, and this will put us right at $100, and we are literally at the Burger King parking lot. So we're gonna take it.
Offer accepted. We'll add it to your route.
Yeah, we were literally already in the parking lot already. And just another little tip, you'll get to know your places and which ones make you wait. And Burger King I usually wait at, and their drive-thru line is full, so I'm gonna give it like 5-6 minutes and just wait in my car versus hovering at the counter, because that annoys me. And that definitely annoys the people that work there. We got the goods. Tony C. Your Burger King is coming, Tony C. Have it your way. Tony C. He wants it handed directly to him. Alright guys, we just reached our goal. We did the drop off and we hit $100.11. So we started at 2 p.m. It's now 7:30, so that was $100 in 5.5 hours. So yeah, like a little less than $20 an hour. But I'm very grateful for that last big order, because otherwise I would have had to do like 5 or 6 small orders to get that. And yeah, that's the thing with DoorDash. If you're ever having like a super slow day, or you know it's lagging, just have a positive attitude, because things always turn around if you know, put out the good vibes. The universe will give you exactly what you're looking for. And speaking of exactly what I was looking for, literally my last delivery was right next to the park that we were going to come to anyways. So that's what I'm talking about, that kind of stuff. So we're gonna walk around and enjoy ourselves, and then I will check in at the end of the night with a tally. All right guys, I am officially clocked out. It just hit 9 p.m. on the dot. I only did one more dash after I left you guys. Because after I took Toots to the park, I stopped at the grocery store. I've been making my dinner and I started my nighttime routine, and it really slowed down, and I mean, no great orders were popping up. So I just did one more high paying offer. It was at Koto Teriyaki, and it was like $7 for 3 miles. So I will go ahead and show you our final tally for the day. Okay, we made $109.26 for the day. We started at noon, yes. End time was, yes, about 9. And active time, 4 hours and 25 minutes. I had 15 deliveries, and yeah, that's everywhere we went for the day. So honestly, that's a very good day. I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. This was really fun. It was a little distracting at times, but it was fun. It was something I can do every once in a while for sure. So you guys let me know in the comments if you like this video. Let me know if it's worth doing more in the future. Like I said this morning, I normally do car camping vlogs, so if that's something you're interested, I'd love to have you here. I hope that if you were like kind of on the fence about maybe trying out DoorDash, that this helped you decide, gave you some insight. In the next video, I was thinking I could get more detailed, like as far as like navigating the app and stuff. This was a little more general and kind of just like some tips for like to set yourself up right, you know. But yeah, we can get more specific, down and dirty, if that's what you're into. But yeah, I hope it was helpful and that you enjoyed. Like I said, I loved to watch these videos, so even if you're not planning on door dashing, I hope you enjoyed just coming along for the day. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.